When I was a kid, there were few things that would get me as excited as a snow day. When Mother Nature would do me and the other kids an indifferent solid and make it cold enough to cancel school, a joy that felt like hitting the jackpot in a game you didn't know you were playing. The unexpected freedom was way more exciting than the planned stuff, because when you wake up and find out there's no class, you have the unspoken permission to boot up the console of choice and indulge in some video games. What a shame. Absolutely devastating. As you get older, what was once a day of surprise freedom is now a day for maintenance. This year, the thing that's helping me get through the winter months besides family and friends is Final Fantasy XIV, now with an extended free trial containing Stormblood. And how poetically ironic, I've become a walking advertisement and I'm not even getting paid. For real, that game has been pretty sweet. I've officially caught up on the patch quests, currently playing with friends as we hoard poetics like doomsday preppers for the cool Heavensward relic weapons. And I figured I'd make a video because I'm so excited for the new expansion, Dawntrail. Not even for tantalizing features like the new classes, which look like a total blast to try out, or the increased level cap into triple digits baby, nor the option to dye 2 different parts of an armor piece and commit art crimes in color theory. What's got me the most excited is the premise. After a decade worth of build-up, saving the world from the Endsinger and tying up the loose ends in a neat bow, the idea of treating the next expansion as a lighthearted new beginning is such a refreshing idea. But why? Why does this concept get me so hyped I'd like to backflip for joy if I could? And that can be answered in a simple and underused phrase.
Because it sounds fun.
As a kid, it was really easy to get excited about stuff, especially during summer break. There were so many new and exciting possibilities to consider. Maybe join a weekly activity, hanging out with friends, going outside and enjoying yourself, or staying in and playing some cool video games. Whatever sounds great, the world is your oyster. Getting older, that attitude can warp a little. You get more responsibilities that keep piling up, and noise creeps in about a bunch of different topics and ideas. Some good, some not, some make you question your very existence and view yourself pretty negatively. You know what? I think I'll take a big helping of self-loathing, please. I've been pretty bad today. And it feels like you never have enough time for the things you'd like. At least for me it does. I don't know about your circumstances, you could be crushing it right now. In that case, good for you. But couple this feeling with a paltry sum of time compared to the past with an unease for the future. Staying up as late as you can to stall those responsibilities and enjoy the time where you can just be you. And pay for it with a morning alarm. As a kid, summer break was dope. As an adult, it's just another few months of the same song and dance. But I'm a firm believer that you need things to keep you going, no matter how old you get. Everyone needs a dawn to look forward to, however big or small it seems to an outside viewer. It's not for them. It's yours. It reminds you that just as there are bad things, there are also good that are in store for you. That's a feeling the game is great at fostering. One of my favorite bits of Final Fantasy XIV is the recognition of the Warrior of Light as a person. While the player character is an avatar for you, the game treats them like an individual who lives in this world. During the patch quests, NPCs will tell you to get some rest until the next adventure, maybe enjoy some food while you're at it. Characters will recognize you for previous expansions, you form bonds with the Scions, and have lingering emotional wounds that can still be felt to this day. While it's a power fantasy where you're one of the most important people in its world, it also treats you like this is your home too, a feeling that only grows the more time you put into it. When I'm waiting for friends or a queue as a DPS, I love to hunker down in Ul'dah and people watch, seeing what sort of hijinks players get up to and the delights and occasional nightmares displayed on their adventure plates. I can't think of many games where I'd want to do that, but I do so here because it's a place that's brimming with enthusiasm. Something's in the water, and I'd like another cup, please. This positive attitude can be felt even in the creative director Yoshi P's outlook for the game. This may be old news for some of you, but for those who don't know, when asked about maintaining motivation to keep playing by a fan, he basically said, if you're feeling burnt out or don't want to play, don't play. Come back when it sounds fun, like a major patch or expansion. Play it on your terms. That's definitely a message I can get behind. It's healthy to take breaks from stuff you love. You can't do something with enthusiasm forever. But a moment that's been sticking with me about the game happened a few weeks ago and spurred me into making this video. For the past couple of months, I've had the privilege to play with friends, jumping into the final dungeon and trials for an expansion and the 0.3 patches. There's a joy in being along for the ride in someone else's journey. It's been so fun. These 2 studs were at the homestretch of Endwalker, in the depths of Ultima Thule. There were some cool people they met that invited us to join their Discord server, and it was amazing. We started goofing around just outside the dungeon area, and when it was time to rock, we all provided our talents to fight for this world we all cherished enough to spend hundreds of hours in. And watching in real time as our friends walked to the end of this journey, it was beautiful. And hilarious. There's a childlike glee in watching a little baby man uppercut a dude over 7 feet tall in the most shonen anime moment of the entire game. It was a memory that added to how special this game can be. Of course it's not perfect, it's got plenty of problems like anything else, but there's just something so special about it that I'm happy to come back after a hiatus, because that potential for great moments like the one I described are brimming with possibility in a way I don't often experience in games. And knowing with this chapter closing, another will open, one that will be new to us all to share and explore in real time, that's got me so excited. When I think about Dawntrail and getting to experience it at the same time with my friends, I get that joy I had when thinking about summer break as a kid. Even if the servers are at max capacity at launch, and regardless of the expansion's overall quality, I'm still looking forward to it. And that's the thing about summer break. The experience can be great, but one of the best parts is the build-up, the hope of what it will be, that will carry you through all the parts that suck in the interlude. Enjoy the great moments you have now. But when things get tough or mundane, whether you're shoveling snow, clocking into a slow shift, or getting through a difficult time, remember that there are great things in store for you. And if you're like me, looking forward to the expansion as one of those dawns, I'll see you on the trail. Thanks for watching. Watch this, you ready for this? Watch, check this out. We're gonna go.